I watch this show for reasons.
Oh God, I'm gonna...
To start off, this show has some issues. Or maybe just I do. But who the f cares? If you're watching this video, it probably means you've already watched the show. But in the off chance you haven't, here's some background. Still confused? So the f am I? Motherland, Fort Salem is set in an alternate universe, where the US signed the Salem Accord after the end of the Salem witch trials. In the series, the Salem Accord is a deal to end the persecution of witches. In exchange, witches were conscripted to fight in America's wars. In the series, the Accord is at odds with a terrorist organization known as the Spree, a group of witches who are against the military conscription of witches. And to be honest, by the end of Season 1, so was I.
We are the Spree.
The start of the show had me like, damn, an army of witches would be so powerful. But by the end of it, I was pretty sure I could take on this universe's entire US military with an AK-47, a backpack full of grenades, and sheer willpower.
My name is Ong. Sounds like a freight train. Who knew wind can cut rock?
You know what else can cut through rock, and a lot faster?
America, fuck yeah! Freedom is the only way, yeah. Terrorists, your game is through.
Maybe this version of the US got carried away with military spending and cut back on the defense budget, instead of printing more money.
One of the things I love about the witches in Fort Salem is that they're not throwing sparks or wands or anything like that.
No cauldrons.
They're singing, and that's kind of like their power.
Well, fuck me and my. Billion-dollar satellite technology.
Good start. When you identify one, shout it out.
When this dude mentions seeing, I believe he is referring to this scene in particular, where the girls are trained in the art of scrying. In real life it's used as a form of divination. In the show, it's used by soldiers to see through objects. It would be really cool if the show didn't make the technique look so f***ing impractical.
The seed and your breath will activate your scry. After that, it is in your brains, ladies. Hold the image of the target in your mind.
Trying to see what's behind the barrel, and all I'm getting is the ground.
Concentrate.
Essentially they have to sing at a perfect pitch or frequency, to make the image they want slowly appear on a tiny piece of glass. I'd love to see them do this in a firefight, over the sound of gunshots, shouts, explosions and wounded soldiers screaming. These girls would save a lot of time in singing class and time on the battlefield, if their higher-ups gave them some NVGs and called it a day. And holy fucking shit, I just realized he didn't say seeing. He actually said singing. For anyone wondering if the army uses firearms, or any conventional weapons in this show, the answer is no. So what is the mighty magical replacement for the military tech of the modern day, you might ask? Well folks, here it is. That's right. It took 3 adolescent female witches, one of which from a powerful bloodline, to blow a small hole through a thin sheet of metal. Impressive. What else is in the terrifying arsenal of these soldiers, that makes an M16, and a grenade launcher look like a joke? So they got spears. They got knives. And they got batons. And most powerful of all their weapons, they got magic whip. I don't know why, but this shot of them all running to the helicopter makes me think the show would have been so much cooler if the witches worked alongside conventional forces. I mean, come on. Why don't they have guns? They got jeeps, military choppers etc., but no guns. Not even on the chopper and shit. I get they are fighting the Spree, but you mean to tell me there are no non-magic threats in this world? No terrorist threats? Organized crime? Drug trafficking? Nothing? Really? And lastly, the powerful witch bloodlines or clans or whatever they're called are so devoid of logic. Like bruh. Why do they use polyandry as a mating strategy to strengthen their bloodline? When later in the show we find out that magic is only passed on through the mother's line. In case you didn't know, polyandry is a pattern of mating in which a female has more than one male mate. Which means that it would make more sense for the Bellwether clan to be monogamous, so that each female witch has a chance of giving birth to a witch, increasing their numbers and influence. Or better yet, polygyny, in which two or more women share a male partner or husband. In the Bellwether case, a selected male witch would be paired with the most powerful female witches in the clan to have children. This would make way more sense than what we got. But hey, girl power I guess. Well, that's all I have for today's video. I just had to get that off my chest. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment and subscribe for more content.